Quantum Souls.
Hello everyone, Mike Arendt here, founder of Infinite Success Academy and the author of the books You're the One. Now I'm out here on actually a quite high hilltop here in Panama. Took a little drive north of where we lived and or where we're staying, and decided to just pick a spot, and I decided to record right here. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is you are a creator. And how we do this is from the quantum field. So some of the things I'm going to talk about right now is from Dr. Bruce Lipton, who has done extensive research in epigenetics and has found many different ways that we can live and contact the quantum field around us. So we are an electrochemical entity. And as I stand here before you, there's about 53 trillion cells that makes up my body. And each one of these cells, with our skin being one of them, is a membrane. It's like a large membrane, and each cell in our body has a membrane. And in these membranes are things called receptors and channels. And the receptors receive signals from our environment, which is the field, which years ago they used to call the ether. It doesn't matter what name you give it. Today scientists mainly call it the quantum field. So the receptors recept signals, and if you'd like to learn more about this, I don't want to go too deep into epigenetics right now, please look up Dr. Bruce Lipton either on Google or in YouTube, and you'll find a great in-depth explanation on how this actually works. So the receptors are receiving signals from the quantum field, and the channels are sending signals back out to the quantum field. So you may wonder, why is this even significant? So this is how we communicate with the quantum field, how we receive our thoughts, how we receive our desires. And it starts with a desire. And then we think thoughts. And then, of course, our thoughts become things. And we can control what we want to create with our environment. And our environment can change. If we take, or you take yourself out of your environment that you're in right now and maybe into a different environment, you may have different thoughts because you are receiving and putting out different signals. And this is how we communicate with the quantum field. So in today's world, there's a lot of bullying going on by different politicians, different entities, trying to push either other countries or other people around to get them to do what they want them to do. So that got me thinking that some of my actions, or what I've done later in life, was that a cause because of my bullying that I received. When I was about, let's say, 6 to 8 years old, we lived in a small subdivision, and I remember quite clearly that it was winter time, and we had moved in there, and my parents both came from Germany, and they came over to Canada and met each other in Canada, and were married, of course, and had myself and my sister. And I was quite young, and I saw these kids outside outside playing in the snow, and I wanted to go out and play with them. But then all they did was call me Nazi, and threw snowballs and washed my face with snow. And basically I had to go back inside. And it was a repeat of that every time I met them. And many of them were my age. There was a couple that were a little bit older. But where did they hear this from? From their parents, that I was a Nazi because my parents were German. So I remember that. And that's like a trauma that's been burnt into my brain. And later, because my sister was 4 years older than me, she was always physically stronger, larger, you know, would push me around a little bit. Get out of here, get out of my room. You know, I'm not talking, you know, she was totally terrible to me or anything like that, or physically abused me. However, I was bullied. Another time when I was bullied. So by the time I got 13, 14 in grade 9, and in grade 9 I was 6'1", 175 pounds at the time, I didn't let anybody push me around anymore. I didn't want to be bullied. I fought back. But what happened was, in every job that I had in my life, I hated the authoritarian person that was trying to tell me what to do. Whether it be my manager, a coworker, or whatever, do not tell me what to do, right? Unless you bring it to me in a nice way and explained it. Don't you think we should do this? This would probably be better. Yeah, I'm with you. But if you say, Mike, don't do this, do it like this, what's wrong with you? Then I start to bristle, right? And it wasn't long before I would leave that job. I've had many jobs in my lifetime, and it was a repeat of that. As soon as that authoritarian stance took place, I just couldn't function in that environment. With the exception being my time in the military. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because of the rank structure and the succession that you had to go through, and also the respect I had for these people's positions and their rank. Not necessarily the person, but I respected their rank. So that might have been the exception. Also, as I grew up, you know, money was tight. My mom and dad worked full-time. We were firmly middle class, but you know, everything was tight. It wasn't like it was a ton of money to be spread around. And every 3 years we would venture back to Germany to visit relatives. So they saved up for those 3 years so we could go as a family, which was wonderful. I was one of the few children that in any of my school grades that was actually traveling to Europe at that time. So that's all to say that that's what was happening to me. And later on in life, I experienced a divorce, a bankruptcy. I was very, very low. But even before that, I always visualized living in a log cabin on a lake. And I thought, wouldn't that be awesome? Because I enjoyed fishing, boating, and same with my kids. I thought we could move there as a family. It never really happened, but after my divorce, after I got out of that very low point in my life, and I was in another relationship which didn't work out, so I had to look for a new place to live. And what did I find? A log cabin on the St. Lawrence River in Ontario, Canada. A beautiful place, very nice. I stayed there for about a year. I had met somebody else in my life who's now my wife, and we continued to visualize together, to start visualizing our life. So we used the law of attraction, if you want to call it that, to try to bring things into our life. So we communicated with the quantum field through our membranes, receptors, and the channels, and put that out there. And I also did that while I was very low. And when you're very low and you want something badly, you're putting a big impression on the quantum field. Not just a, well, It would be okay if I did this, right? It's a big impression. So the opposite, what's gonna come true for you, is gonna be big too. And it did for us. We ended up buying a lakefront home, having numerous boats and kayaks and a dog and a two-level garage with a hoist in it for me to work on vehicles, and it went on and on. And we just kept manifesting all these things through the quantum field. So what I had discovered was, if you visualize from the end result, whatever you want to have or occur in your life, start there and visualize that moment for about 5 minutes per day. That's all you need. But there's even a faster way, and it doesn't require any incantations or jumping jacks or burning of incense or anything like that. So there's no hustle and grind required for this. All you have to do is say, wouldn't it be nice if blank happened to me today? Wake up in the morning, rub your eyes, wash your face, whatever, you're a little bit clearer, and you wake up and say, wouldn't it be nice if this happened to me today? Wouldn't it be nice if I was to find the perfect home for us today? Wouldn't it be nice if I could purchase that car today? And it may not happen today, but there's one today where it will. So you just have to say that and forget it. There's no heavy-duty visualization involved. There's no extraterrestrial things you have to prove to anybody or anyone or anything. That's all you have to do. So in essence, all you have to do is attract things. Don't chase after them. There's no hustle and grind to work really hard to try to get it. You just have to attract them to you. And what belongs to you will stick to you. It will find you and stick to you. So just relax, because resistance is futile. And if you're in the hustle and grind mode, that means you're resisting. You're resisting life. You're forcing it. You're trying to force something to happen, which you might circumvent what the universe could actually bring to you if you just relaxed and allowed it to come. Don't chase. What belongs to you will come to you. So in and around the 1500s, many years ago, there were scientists that were trying to put together math to make sense of the universe. But back then, they thought that the Earth was the center of the universe. And all the math they tried with the planets they discovered and the stars didn't work out. But at around 1540, along came Copernicus. And he said, wait a minute, you're using bad math. The sun is the center of our solar system, our universe, that they figured was the universe, the whole universe at that time. And lo and behold, they adopted Copernicus's math and everything made sense. So it worked. So we went from bad math to good math. So today's bad math is the hustle and grind. It does not equal results. It equals burnout. Yes, on the short term, if you need to hustle and get things done for a day, for a week, maybe 2 weeks, you can do it, right? You have to meet a deadline somehow. But you cannot adopt that as your life philosophy. It just won't work. So the new math is desire plus acceptance equals results. Instead of hustle and grind equals results, it's desire plus acceptance equals results. Now, what I mean by acceptance is just accepting what is coming into your life through your visualizations, through just saying, wouldn't it be nice if this would happen to me today? Allow it to flow in. Acceptance is not surrender. Acceptance is allowing things to flow towards you and accept what's happening. And then you can think about what you need to do. So if you accept your current situation, whatever's happening to you at the time, accept that and then take steps to move forward. Concrete, well thought out steps. Not just jump in and do the hustle and grind thing and work your guts out, because that's not going to work. But some of you may even say, I don't really even know what I want in life. I'm kind of stuck. I want so much, but I don't know where to start. Well, you already know what you don't want, I'm sure, right? So you can scratch them off. So that lowers your list. And any problems that you're having in your life, they are the seeds that you can use to move forward. So the problems you have are like a seed, and you can start tackling them and start growing that seed. And it will sprout and lead you in the proper direction. So this is a simple kind of explanation about how the quantum field surrounds all of us and how we can interact with it to become successful in life, to become happy in life, to be able to live with other people in peace and love. So thank you so much for watching this video today. I love you all. I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. Hello everyone, Mike Arend here, founder of Infinite Success Academy and author of the book, You're the One. We're here today at Cascada Manglarito, a beautiful set of waterfalls. I'm here with my brother-in-law Ralph. He's here from Germany. Hopefully you can get a quick look at him there. He's taking some pictures of this awesome, beautiful river that heads to the falls. And we're headed that way in just a few moments. Just over here, over my left shoulder, is the head of the waterfall. We'll take you there in a minute. Here we are, folks, at the head of the waterfall. Manglarito, Cascada Manglarito. The rocks here are a little tricky. You can see they're slanted, so they're a little hard to stay still and walk on. But once we get down below, you'll see the majesty of these falls. They're just a beautiful set of waterfalls. And of course, we'll get some drone shots. See you in a minute. You can hear the falls now. Hello everybody, just me again. If you want to find out who you really are, just look up here. And if you want to find out how to create success in your life and business, look right up here. Take care. Bye for now.